All right, this is Coach Kelly.
I'm Ralph the Ref.
And we have a special guest on here that I have gotten the pleasure to know, Coach Breonna O'Conner. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, y'all.
So listen, I have gotten to know you and it's been great so far. We all know what's going on and the controversy, but I just want to hear about your upbringing, where you played, how life started for you with basketball, first and foremost, before we go into anything else.
Well, I'm from Ville Platte, Louisiana. Shout out to my high school, Ville Platte High. Man, I started playing ball since 4 years old. I was introduced at a young age. I started playing at a young age. I actually started playing high school ball since the 6th grade. Was a all-state honorable mention in 7th grade. Was an all-state 8th grade to my 12th grade year. My jersey's retired at my high school. Like nobody got their jersey retired, girls or boys. And I mean, I was like my dad only boy, as you can say. Like we like 5 girls. And I was the closest, I was an athlete. So we kind of related more than my mom and my grandparents. Like I just had a really big support system. Like whatever I wanted to do, that's what I did. Like going to the LSU camps, taking me to these AAU games. Like without my family and my support system, my mom, dad, grandparents, grandpa, like none of that would have been possible.
So college, talk about college.
So I actually started off at Northwestern State. Like my scholarship was like $90,000, and that was a lot, in 2013. And I just felt like that year humbled me because I was the best at my high school, and like playing at the next level, it was a lot that I needed to learn. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of athletes have to go through that to humble down, because I was always successful. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
it's a big jump.
It's a big jump. I didn't know the fundamentals. I didn't know how to like go off the left, right. You know what I mean? On different sides. And I didn't know how to run plays. Like we were just so athletic. We was just a running gun team.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I started learning structure. I couldn't stand my coaches. I couldn't stand them, but like I'm happy I went through that. You know what I mean? Like it was spiritually, mentally, like, as a freshman, coming in is like, I want to play. Like, I never rode the bench. So like me riding the bench, like I'm taking it personal, like, what's up? Like I'm extra hours in the gym. Like, what can I do to get on the floor? But like playing in the system, I kind of struggled. You know what I mean? So I feel like as like a high school coach, a lot of us need to start getting our girls in some type of system, some type of structural system, because now when you get to the next level, like everybody's good. You know, so you have to do it in a structure. You can't just be all over the place. Like it have to be some type of system.
We talk a lot about motivation. So what's kept you motivated? Because you played Division I, correct?
Correct. Oh, and I finished up at Augusta University.
And then you also played professionally in Australia. So you've had a long career at every level. What keeps you motivated and mentally in the game and wanting to be a basketball player for that long?
To be honest with you, spiritually, like God, like in my gift, my purpose. You know what I mean? Like in basketball, I met so many people and I touched so many people as well, especially in Australia. The kids like love me. Like I used to run big camps. Like I'm talking about 300 kids, y'all. Like, and I would train on the side. So it was just like, man, coaching might be something I really like. You know what I mean? Like I was just doing it to hustle, but I actually like start loving to coach. Yeah. Until I started coaching the boys. They asked me, hey, what you think about coaching the boys team? Because they saw I was really good with the kids. And I would really do good. Like I really raised the club a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like everybody wanted to meet me. I wasn't uppity. Like I like playing with the kids. I like signing autographs. I like taking pictures.
Down to earth.
Just down to earth. Like that's just a Southern thing. I feel like you come down to Louisiana, you come down, you know what I mean? Let the good time roll. Like we just like to have a good time. You know what I mean?
So how did you kind of end or close out your playing career through your professional career and everything, how did that really come to an end and you get into coaching?
Like playing in Australia, I sat down, I was alone. You know what I mean? Just graduating college, living in a whole another country by myself. I think I kind of got a little lonesome, but then again, I felt like I accomplished everything. Like I felt I didn't have to prove myself anymore. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
I've done it all. I did it in all levels. My jersey retired. You know what I mean? Now it was time to touch other lives. Like I felt like I was done. That chapter was done in my life. It was time for me to help young girls, young boys. You know what I mean? And actually, I was a parole officer. I wanted to get in like my field. And that just didn't work out. Like the caseload was crazy. You get paid once a month. Like it was like a job. You know what I mean? And like the coaching job at my last job with the situation everybody's talking about, it really just fell in my lap. You know what I mean? And I went watched them play, and they were young, y'all. They was like 8 graders playing high school ball. And I was like, man,
You're reminiscing about those years when you did it.
right? Like, man, these girls can really be good. Like, you know what I mean? They young, they like when you young, like you just go. It's like you got that motor. Like when you're a senior, you kind of like slack off, but 8, 7, 8, you can kind of mold them how you want them to be. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like that's the best, like 6 through 8, that's the best years to have a team. You know what I mean? And I met with them or whatever, and like it like that. We just all clicked. Like every program I coach though, like I just clicked like that.
Yes.
I mean, it was fun. It was fun. You know, they didn't have a winning season the year before. And coming in, you know what I mean, putting that extra work, telling them what it is, you know what I'm saying, to get to the next level. Because most of them wanted to go to the next level, and some of them still young. They sophomores, juniors. You know what I mean? And they would see me get out there. Like sometimes y'all, I would get out there and I'll buzz their butts. Like, okay, y'all wanna let's have a shooting game. Let's go 1-on-1.
So the biggest thing I think about coaching is you kind of got to show your players that you know what you're talking about, whether you got to jump in and play or whether you got to actually like break it down in a certain way or tell them like, if you do this, it doesn't work. You got to kind of step in. And once they like see it, they believe it, you know?
They respect you. You know what I mean? Like I'm the type of coach, hey, yo, what's up? Like I'm gonna bust you up. You
My
know what I mean?
sneakers
Like,
I brought right in the car, walking in with your sneakers, ready to go.
Right. Like, yeah, I'll bust you up. What you want to lose? Let's do some push-ups. I beat you, you know what I mean? Like, and that's just the type of coach I am. That's why I can relate, you know what I mean, with the kids now, because like our older coaches, you know what I mean? Like they still stuck in them ways. And I mean, nothing wrong with it, but it's a new era. So like you gotta kind of find something that's gonna get your kids to buy into your system.
Yes. So I think we really connect because I got into coaching for the same reason. I kind of finished my career and I just wanted to give back. And I think you and I are both on the same page with that, where we're just looking to give back. Like we've done everything and we're just ready for the next step in our careers.
Like basically like giving back to the game. You know what I mean? Like the game was good to me. Let me give back to it.
Absolutely. So currently you're at a new school, right? And how's that season going?
So I'm basically rebuilding. We 11-6, but the 6 teams we lost to is top 10 in the state of Louisiana. So I have
this is a high school team, right?
It's a high school team.
Okay. Girls or boys?
Girls. 5A. I'm at a bigger school. The school is known for basketball. They graduated 6 seniors last year, so I'm rebuilding. But everybody know what I'm working with, but I'm strategizing how to get these wins. You know what I mean? Like I'm putting in the extra work, y'all. Like
every time we talk, you're like, I just got finished watching film. I just got finished watching film.
Gotta get it. And I'm just trying to instill in them, you know what I mean? Like it's more, it's chemistry. Like it's a different group of kids that I'm dealing with now. You know what I mean? Like this is a public school, so this is everybody.
Yes.
You know, everybody can come to this school. Kids, you know what I mean, go through it at home. And like I just really became a mentor to my kids.
And you don't necessarily have talent walking in the door.
Correct. So I'm really building up from scratch. Like one of my seniors this year didn't get any playing time last year. She's 6'1", not knowing how to catch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like this summer, I really bust my butt, y'all.
So what I thought was interesting while we're talking, there's rules in Louisiana. Like in New York, there's really not any rule. If I, as a coach, want to take my team and play in summer leagues and things like that, I'm allowed to coach it. So what is it like in Louisiana with you being a coach in the off season?
So like if you have an AAU team, all your players can't play for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's crazy that y'all can coach y'all high school team because, man, if I could do that, Lord have mercy.
I thought that was really interesting. And we're filming this on
January 2nd, 2024.
And you happen to have a game tomorrow, 3 hours away. That's insane. But I understand it's not one of your conference games. Is that correct?
Correct. So, here we have parishes. So, yeah.
So you go 3 hours. 3 hours away.
Yeah, 3 hours away. So,
and you got to drive the bus?
No, I'm not driving the bus. I'm not driving.
You'll be able to text. I got you.
Right, correct. I can watch film. You watch film.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like with the driving, I mean, that don't happen all the time. It's just the coaches before me scheduled the game. And I felt like I didn't want to back out because, I mean, it is what it is. Like they played them, they came to them. I may need them to come to a tournament. I may, you always want to try to.
But it's good to connect.
Right.
And it's good to connect. Like Louisiana's a big state and there's a lot of people. So it just continues to build relationships for you and your players' future.
Correct. Yeah.
So I want to share the story. Ralph doesn't know this, but I know I told you. I was in the 6th grade. We played our AAU nationals in Louisiana. I remember making friends from a team from Staten Island down there, but we played at the convention center at the time, and it was huge. Yes, in New Orleans, and it was huge. And I remember pins, like giving each other pins at the AAU tournament was a big deal. And so,
right, I remember that.
Right,
I remember that.
And my mom was trying to collect every pin, and I was not having some of it, and she was so mad. But we got like custom pins for our team and everything. So it was so sad to me. I'll never forget the day that I'm sitting in my grandmother's living room watching the news, and I literally saw the news about Hurricane Katrina wiping. Like the video was actually Hurricane Katrina wiping out the convention center. And for me, like that's my connection to Louisiana. Like I had a great time down there. It was so much fun. The things we experienced, even though I was in 6th grade, like there was a bar, we went to a restaurant down there that our parents took us to with tire swings. I was like, this is lit right here. This is so cool.
They make anything in Louisiana. You come down here, kids beating on what you call it. They know how to hustle.
It was a phenomenal experience. And that's something that stuck with me my whole life because I made a lot of friendships. I got to experience different things. Like, who doesn't want to go to New Orleans? Like, it was a great time. I didn't want to go on a ghost tour, but I definitely was outside, Bourbon Street, everything. It was just such an amazing experience. And to do that through basketball. So I always wanted to share that with you since we've connected. And I know we have, but it's just so interesting. And I'm sure you were affected by it. How did that affect you?
I mean, a lot of my family came back and actually like stayed with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was, oh man, it was devastating. You know what I mean? Because to lose everything, you know what I mean? A lot of people died from like it. It was just like devastating, especially when I have a lot of people live in New Orleans. So
yeah.
So
I'm gonna bring this up really quick because I can't believe you've been to Australia, but you haven't visited New York, one of the biggest meccas.
You never been out here?
Of basketball.
Never been to New York. I've never been to New York.
Oh no.
I know. I think it's time I should make that trip on y'all.
I was gonna say we're actually
look, we're
really
not in Kansas
about it.
Hold on, y'all, but y'all know it's so cold out there. Y'all know it's so cold
right now, but
50 degrees. I'm cold. I'm freezing. Okay.
I mean,
I got the heat on right now.
you're gonna get swept in under when you go to Times Square and you see the tree at Rockefeller Center. You're gonna be swept under
You're
the
gonna
whole.
be like, I want to go ice skating.
Yeah, yeah, you're gonna be into it.
But anyways, I like y'all shirts though. I like y'all hoodies.
Well, so I was just about to mention that you turned such a negative into a positive, and I had to reach out to you when I saw everything going on because you just seemed like I could feel your energy. I know you said you felt mine, and yes, I needed to make sure I supported because you seemed like you were doing a great job with your players, even up to date, like what's going on now with your team. And I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. First of all, the way it happened and how, but also just how you operated after that. Like you just kept going, put your head down, and you're like, my blessings are going to continue coming to me.
And that's how I felt. Like I feel like I ain't even have to say anything. The world backed me up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like everybody's saying, oh, this happened a year ago. And to be honest with y'all, the video went viral. I didn't even know. I was getting phone calls like, hey, like, you viral, right? And I'm like, what y'all talking about? Like, and then I see it, and I'm like, oh God, like I have nothing to do with this, but I had never even posted. My mom posted. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? And like my mom was upset because any parent would be upset, you know what I mean? Like I could understand if I wasn't doing right by the kids, but the kids like love me. Like people call me now and be
I
like,
mean, let me just say 18-4 record.
oh
Like
yeah. And
18
hold on, hold
and
on, hold on. Let
4.
me brag a little bit. I'm gonna brag a little bit, okay? So that year we won the parish tournament. The school been open for 10 years. And let me correct this. The school is not Opelousas High Opelousas High School. That's not everybody saying it's Opelousas High. It's not Opelousas High School. I'm not gonna say the school name, but just know it's more schools in Opelousas. And I just feel like God got it. You know what I mean? Like I never really spoke on the situation. Like y'all did. The world did. You know what I mean? Like I'm just being humble about the situation. I'm happy it happened to me, y'all. Like it humbled me, spiritually, physically. Like I started working out, but like it felt like a breakup. It felt like a divorce. Like yo, I was sick for 2 weeks. Nobody, like I never shared this with nobody. Like I was sick. You know what I mean? And
Well,
it was
because you
like,
put your heart and soul into
yes,
something, and unfortunately, however it happens, it's ripped away from you that you have no control over. And I think that's the hardest part about it, is because I feel like my players that I coach are kind of like my children.
correct. And like I would never do anything to hurt. You know what I mean? Like I'll take a bullet
Yes.
for my kids, and they know that. You know what I mean? And I actually just went watch them play in a parish tournament or whatever, and like the love in that gym, y'all. Like I'm
Yeah.
telling you, the parents was like Coach Bree. Like I felt so good inside. Like
Mm.
I ain't do nothing wrong. You know what I
And
mean?
you know what? I like that you're still trying to stay connected. Like you're still supportive. Like nothing that went on kind of had to do with the team and the players,
No, I
really.
still
So
love my we still talk to this day, like working on your game, and you know what I mean? And like when the situation happened, a lot of them really didn't want to play no more. I called and was like, I played. You know what I mean?
yeah,
This is not about me. It's
yeah,
about y'all. You know what I mean? So if
yes,
y'all stop playing and y'all do this, like y'all gonna be hurting yourselves.
yep,
I felt like it would have been selfish on my part if I would have let them do that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, they're still kids. Like,
yes.
and as coaches, it's not about us. You know what I mean?
No, it's
Like
not.
it's about them.
But
You
that just shows the relationship that you had with them and how much they really cared and loved you as a coach. So I'm glad that you're able to have that relationship with them. But yes, let's talk about this clothing line. So I was very happy to reach out to you and that you responded, because I just wanted to share, like, I've gone through it as a female coach, coaching men, boys. I've gone through it as a female coach, coaching females. He's ref my games where I have issues with referees sometimes, just being a female, and like
right.
we go through a lot of things that sometimes like looked at differently, or it's not as serious as it is for us. So I just wanted to make sure I reached out, and I was so happy that you responded. And here we are, making waves in women's basketball collab with Coach Bree. So
Kelly, you awesome, man. You are so awesome. Let me just go ahead and say
so
that.
let's talk about number one design. This isn't a fashion
show. I see you, bro.
And the silhouette is a picture you took at Media Day, correct?
Correct. And actually, I want to shout out Black House. Allison Sanders, she actually made my silhouette. And the this is a fashion. I was like, this is, and she was like, man, I got an idea. And she went, she just showed me. I was like, okay, well, what is it? I was like, what you think if I should do shirts? Like everybody would support the movement, you know what I mean? Because it's a story behind it. It's not like I just put something on a shirt and I'm just trying to like, you know what I mean? Like it's like a meaning to it. You know what I mean? She did this silhouette and I'm like, oh my God, Allison, like this is really good. We was actually at walk-ons eating. About it just like happened like that, y'all. Like, I don't know.
That's how this podcast came to life at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, it wasn't on a Sunday because it's closed on a Sunday.
Right.
But let's talk about the design. So like we collabed. I love this one. However, I know what my favorite is. I think
I like the Ready Dress Ball.
Yo, Ready Dress Ball is so tough. And we talked about this isn't a fashion show. And then you were like, I want lights, camera, action. And I was like, yo, lights, camera, coaching. First of all, it flows, but this is all happening because you're a coach. So we already played, you already played. Now we're in the coaching world right now. So I loved lights, camera, coaching. And I told you we needed a third. So I'm like, ready, set, go. Like, I'm like, yo, Ready Dress Ball. Like, you got to get ready. We're females, we're feminine. We got to get ready before we put our clothes on. Then we get dressed up.
And then like in the WNBA, college, everybody dressing up, you know, like show your swag.
Exactly.
You know, like.
Exactly.
And then when I put my clothes on, I'm going to ball. Like.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do my one.
Exactly. It has so many double entendres to it. Like, whether you're bowling out, coaching, whether you're bowling out with your style, whether you're bowling out as a player, like it has, but there are so many game day outfits, you know, like that. There's athletes on magazines. There's athletes doing photo shoots. And I think, especially for females, we see a lot more of that. And the WNBA is becoming insane with that. And I think we need to shine a light more on our female athletes who play sports, that the fashion is a huge part of the game.
It's like you don't have to, and I mean, don't take offense to, I don't want anybody to take offense. Like, you don't have to look like a boy to be a hooper. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, you can be beautiful. You can wear your lashes. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can wear your makeup. Like,
what's wrong with that? That's
like,
what's wrong.
So
with
you know
that?
what the funniest part is? I always had long nails, and people would like yell at me because maybe sometimes I would scratch them when I fouled, and I'm like, you know what? It is what it is.
I used to play with a bow. I swear. I would have a ribbon, either a ribbon or a bow, and like it meant something to me because my grandma passed away during my season. So like the pink bow, the white, like I played with a pink one for breast cancer, but I would always wear a white one because the white one was of lung cancer. That's like me playing for my grandma. You know what I mean? Like, so it was always a fashion show for me. Like, I always dress nice. I always you know what I mean? Like, that's for my job interview. When I went get that interview, I stepped. So like,
yes. And that's what we were talking about too off air, is that you have to dress up to go to an interview to get the job. So why wouldn't you continue to keep your job by continuing to dress up to the nines so you can keep your job as you're continuing your future?
Correct. I mean, you know, it's always three sides to a story. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm just humble about mine. Like, I'm happy it happened to me. It opened my eyes. It put me in a better situation. People supported me, and I just want to say thank you. Like, thank y'all for reaching out. You know what I mean? Like, that really made me feel good.
We would have never met. If this never happened, we would have never met.
Correct. And like, I like, so y'all just don't understand how many messages. I wish I could tell everybody thank you, but it's so many. I have to do it.
I know how crazy your phone's going off between how many times we're talking and things are going viral, and it's insane. And I know it's a lot to keep up with, but like, I appreciate you so much. I want you to know that, because you are a phenomenal person. The more I get to know you, and just, you know, you have the resume, like you have the resume, and you're doing it as a coach. So it's phenomenal to see. And I'm so glad that we can build a friendship off of just the fact that we're both colleagues in what we do in basketball. And then on top of it, we get along so well.
Right. Like we've been knowing each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a fortune cookie, right?
Yeah.
She like a basketball fortune cookie?
I swear.
All right, so I got to cut. So this is the first time she's talked way more than me. So shout out to you.
Thanks, Ralph.
Okay, Kels, I see you.
Kind of sound like you, huh?
Yes, I like it. I like being Scottie Pippen for once. So I listen, I just want to say I appreciate it in a different way. So I know both of y'all have been coaching at different places. I've been coaching at the same place for 25 years. I coach a girls volleyball team. And what I appreciate about you is that you started being yourself from day one. Like, I didn't have that luxury because I didn't know who I was yet. You know, I started when I was 18 years old coaching volleyball. But I do know that when you're successful, you kind of could do whatever you want. So like for me, aside from all the championships that I've won in volleyball, the greatest success that I had in refereeing, you know, aside from all the accomplishments that I have in refereeing or coaching, is that the biggest accomplishment that I've ever had is that I'm myself at all times, which means I get to pierce my nose. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get another earring. I get to be myself at all times, and you can't put a price on that. So I think for you, you were kind of newer in the coaching space. So they didn't allow you, you know, for you to flex that yet. And what sucks is that the people that are criticizing you at that level are people that are not going through what you're going through. So for me, I just wanted to tell you first and foremost, you have my full support, because, you know, as this goes on, you know, you're in coaching because of the longevity and how much you want to have an impact on kids. I know for anything, once them wins start happening, nobody gonna tell you nothing about nothing.
I don't know about that.
Nah.
I mean, I was winning.
What I'm telling you is sustain winning. Like for me, I've been winning 15 years straight. Like a parent can't tell me how to coach a kid.
And then y'all, that was my first year
before they were born.
First year head coach. First year head, like that was my first time.
18-4. Let's not even talk about.
Yeah, you killing.
Let's not even talk about how it went down. Let's talk about 18-4.
Yeah, and that's all the focus got to be. But like I said, you get more years, there's gonna be no talk. I got my nose ring. Who's telling me no? That's what I want. Nobody telling me nothing.
But you know what it is, when you see somebody being themselves, you know it's genuine. So the kids know you're genuine. The parents know, the fans, whoever you're really speaking to at that moment understands that you're a genuine person when you're just yourself. And I think that that's what success really is staying humble in who you are. And that creates all the opportunities for yourself, which is what's happening to you right now.
Correct. I really appreciate that, y'all. Y'all getting me a little emotional, taking me back to a year ago.
Yo, so I got just one more question, just out of my own curiosity, because, yo, as close as I am with her, she still give me the side eye when I be reffing her. You know, because I still gotta make my integrity is my integrity. Foul's a foul. I'm sorry. So, how's your relationship with referees? Now I know that you're laying down roots and you're trying to find your footing, and you know you got to communicate with the refs, but you also got to coach your team. So I want to know how you fit in with the officials that have been officiating your games.
I also want to know how
I get along with them. Like I didn't have a tech.
I ain't have a tech
last year. Okay, so with my last team, I think I had one tech.
Was it
deserved?
And we was out of town.
Was it deserved or nah? You don't think so?
No, that one wouldn't deserve. That one wouldn't deserve.
But were you coaching hard? Was that the reason?
I'm a passionate coach. Like my players, like, yeah. My if y'all not crump, like y'all all gonna do push-ups. Like it starts from on the bench. You know what I mean? Like everybody have a role. You know what I mean? And like I really clown with the referees. I be like, "Ref, you ain't see that? Oh, you gotta give me one." You know what I mean? And I don't like my players talking to the refs. If I'm gonna get the tech, let me get it.
All right.
Y'all be quiet.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I don't let my players talk to the refs. And
I think I would have some very enjoyable conversations with you because I'm very entertaining when I ref. Because I
and I'm very like if you
exact
entertain me, we'll go back and forth.
Oh,
we'll go back and
yeah,
forth.
ain't gonna be no tech. We just that's how you saw it. All right. I mean,
Right.
I think she got to work on her left hand a little more. That's what I think. What do you think?
Right.
That's all. I'm just saying she can't execute the move. I'm not gonna bail her out because she don't have control of the move. That's how I talk.
Gotcha.
You know, and I'm talking from a place of like, I think this is what also coaches don't understand. And this is also why I think referees don't understand. So the first part of the coaching is that like I don't want to come into your parish, right? I don't want to come in there and be a guest from New York. I don't want to mess up your game. I don't want it to be about me. I want to do the best I can. I want to be precise. I want to get the calls right. I want to make sure I'm interacting with you correctly. I want to make sure you feel comfortable that you're talking to me. I don't want to come in there all high and mighty and you feel like you can't talk to me. Also, on the flip side, I think my experiences with coaching, and when you combine that with the refereeing part, is that I know how hard you work. I already just heard that you about to drive 3 hours to play a game, right? And I know how you just sound like you're a very passionate coach, right?
I am.
Just based on the energy that you provide to your kids. And like, how could I fault you for that? You're probably preparing for a specific team for, 2-3 days. And if they're not executing, you're probably going to be mad at me, right? But I know you're not really mad at me. You just mad at the shirt right now because the things ain't going right for you. But I only understand that because I'm a coach. Like, a lot of referees are like, man, I got this crazy woman from, I don't even know what parish she's from. And she came here. I just can't wait till this game over.
So
right? But
I'm out. And this is what made me realize the referee, like it's hard being a referee.
Mhm.
I did it in college. So I
Okay.
actually started learning
That's
the
hard.
techniques and the AAU games. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so hard. Like I would
God.
see it. Like I would see the foul and I'm like, oh, that's a foul. Like forget to blow my whistle. You know what I mean? I'm like,
You know why? Because you were still in player mode.
exactly.
Right.
So it
And
was
you got to
like,
perform it. You like, see, when you at the park, you could just like, that's a walk. That's a like, but now I gotta go.
Correct. So like that made me open my eyes. Like, man, reffing not hard. Reffing is hard. So like you got to see it both sides.
It is hard.
You know what I mean? So
You know what else it too is that you get an 8th grader, right? You're developing them. You understand. You know, like it's gonna take some time to develop the left hand. It's gonna time to
put
create
your
a
left
layup
foot down,
package.
coming on the inside foot, moving that foot. That's a travel.
Yeah, guess what? When you first start reffing, I don't care if it's your first day, you ruining my game
right now. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Hold on.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
Hello.
Let's talk on this. Go ahead. So yeah, when I'm messing up your game right now, you like that voice?
I like that voice.
When I'm ruining your game right now, it's like, you don't care if it's my first day. I'm messing up. Like if you had a ref, it was their first day. Do you think that could say, Coach Bree, I just want to let you know today's my first day reffing. Are you gonna accept that?
I'm gonna look at you crazy. Like, what that got to do with me? But that's just me. I'm gonna talk trash, but then you know what I mean? Like, cause last weekend, oh my God, we had terrible refs. Like it was just terrible.
Yeah,
but I mean, we gotta play through adversity.
If I started talking like this, I told you it's my first day.
She don't know how to take it. She don't know how to take it.
I'll just look at you. Like how I'm looking at you, like, for real. Playing with me? What?
I got no further questions, Your Honor.
All right. So
Out in the court.
So if somebody is coming down to Louisiana for the first time, never been there, what is the number one food that they need to try?
If I'm cooking it or like just
No, like What would you
So
say?
like me personally, like we always argue the New Orleans. So like Ville Platte, Lafayette, Opelousas, we all cook better than New Orleans area. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna just lay that out there now. So like what we like to do is we cook a sauce, and it's like in a cast iron black pot, and it's like turkey neck, smoked bone sausage,
That
marinated
sound
pork.
good.
You can even throw some
Ask her about the cabbage though. Ask her about the cabbage.
Girl, don't let not too much on me, okay? But it's like a lot of meat in the pot, right? And you make your gravy from scratch. And like that's probably like one of the best dish you have to try. Like when I go, my New Orleans family always want me to come and cook that, you know, and we like to cook outside. Like one of my TikToks went viral because I was cooking on my black pot on, you know, with my propane tank and my burner. Like that's something we do. We do that and listen to music and, you know, have a good time, conversation, you know what I mean? So gumbo, crawfish, like y'all, I want to be a crawfish. That's how much I love crawfish. Nah, I'm playing. That's supposed. You never seen that? I love this, whatever. I want to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're from LA through and through. I mean, my
I
Lord.
love a crawfish, y'all. I love crawfish. Like I can eat it every day. Like I'm telling you, sometimes I go 5 days eating crawfish.
So how often? Because I remember going down there and my dad was like, "All right, well, when we're down here, I'm gonna try the alligator."
Oh yeah, of course.
That's like common.
Frog legs.
That's right. That's in the bayou. She lived near the bayou.
That's crazy to me. He said it tastes like chicken.
It
It's
does.
obvious.
And frog legs do
All
as well.
of that tastes like chicken.
Frog legs. That tastes
Yeah,
like
I'm
chicken.
sure it's good.
I'm kind of like a wild eater, so I eat like deer meat,
Mhm.
squirrel, rabbit, wild hogs. You know what I mean? Like I'm like down in the country, y'all. So
I love that. I love that.
we ride horses, we trail ride, we listen to, you know what I mean? I think up north, y'all do what? Go-go music? Is it go-go music?
No,
No.
that's DC.
Yeah.
But we
I mean, y'all like what? 2 hours away?
yeah, but we're at
No.
New York is a
New
different
York.
country. Like
Okay,
we do
all right, okay.
You got it. You got to
Listen,
just come here and experience it for
we
yourself.
swear we're number 1, 2, and 3. You know that's you know how it is. I'm being serious. Am I wrong?
No.
Am I wrong? That's how New
No.
Yorkers feel. That's how we feel about ourselves.
Although I do like some down
gotta come
south
on in.
southern hospitality.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, me too.
No doubt.
And that's what I feel like I'm getting from you every time I talk to you is some nice down south southern hospitality.
On the earth, genuine. Yeah. I'll give the clothes off my back. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's just who I am.
So what do you think your coaching philosophy is that you really want to express and get the point out there of like who you are and why you do what you do? Like, especially like my coaching philosophy is usually like you're going to play hard. And if you don't know it, you're going to figure it out.
My slogan?
Yep.
The standard is the standard.
Exactly.
Standard is the standard. You know what I mean? You gotta dress it. You gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Like champions is built off the court. You know what I mean? Like when
but if you lower that bar, you're not going anywhere.
Right. And so like we were getting beat by 20 last week. And I told him like, yo, y'all gotta keep going. Like in life, I lost my job. Y'all think I was gonna feel sorry for myself? I wouldn't be coaching y'all if I felt sorry for myself and I just stopped. You know what I mean? Like you gotta keep going. And I feel like in my coaching, that's how it's life lessons in basketball.
Yep.
So that's like my philosophy. And I feel like I touch them more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you want to say before we close this out? I'm so excited. Yo, we started the new year off amazing.
I just want to know, you talked to her like a total of 5 hours today. She was like, I just got it's like 10 a.m. She's like,
I have a game tomorrow. Kelly, you have a game tomorrow.
Yeah, we do. We do. And I cannot wait.
I had to show y'all love.
I can't wait to now call you tomorrow and be like, guess what happened in the game? This is what happened. And then hear what happened in your game. And then Breonna has a game too.
Oh, she play tomorrow?
She plays Friday.
Okay.
And we all play Friday. We all play Friday.
I play Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to be on FaceTime.
And I can't wait to see what happens on Friday because I know what's happening. So
Yeah.
we could.
Oh yeah, stay tuned.
We're not even gonna say nothing about that.
Not yet.
But I can't wait to see it.
And also, y'all need to purchase This Isn't a Fashion Show.
Yep. On our YouTube description, we are going to have the link to purchase, but makingwavesports.com collab with Coach Bree. The
my Instagram name.
Yep. We're going to put all that up here for everyone to follow at gotta_love_coach BREE 32.
Just believe it.
Listen, I love you. I appreciate you. You know, you have my full support.
Right.
And we are here for whatever you need. Thank you for coming on because I know that this is not easy. And I know that I'm hesitant sometimes to be doing this stuff. The fact that Ralph got me out here, I didn't have too much self-confidence, even doing his referee rant, and it felt natural with him. So that's why we collabed. And that's why I think you and I collabed too, because it was that natural, genuine feeling. And so
you don't find that. You don't find that. You know what I mean? So.
And I sincerely appreciate you for doing this because it's hard. It's hard, but we just pushed through. We just pushed through.
You know you're gonna wear tomorrow?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna give a little turtleneck, a little, you know, little pants.
Well, listen, make sure you post it.
Oh, I have some other stuff that I'm gonna post. I just been kind of busy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be self-centered.
No.
And,
but listen, we gotta celebrate. We gotta celebrate while we're doing it, because if we don't, we're gonna miss that memory.
Right.
If we don't.
Correct. I totally agree. I totally agree. But yeah, I'm gonna be posting my outfits, of course. Y'all already know. The standard is the standard.
The standard is the standard. So make sure you go check out the Making Wave Sports Coach Bree collab. 3 designs, hoodies, tees, everything. We're all repping right now. This is a fashion show. Anything else, Ralph?
That's it. Just when you come to New York, technical foul immediately. Immediately. No, I'm playing with you. Yo, good luck tomorrow. Really great to talk to you. Love your spirit. Just keep being you. The standard is the standard. I like that. I'm gonna put that on the wall over here. Standard is the standard. I like that.
All right, y'all be safe and stay warm.
We appreciate you. This is Ball That Talk. Coach Bree.
Ralph the Ref.
Coach Kelly.
Peace.
Peace.